Hello everyone, welcome to March 10, 2023 stock market update starting with MES. This is SPX E-mini futures. So this is S&P 500 futures. This is the entire US stock market. So we are getting very close to my buy zone. My buy zone is around 38.14 to 36.55. So you should be looking to buy. Okay, so next week it's possible on Monday we get another dip. We are I think almost around 2% away from my buy zone. If I go here to here, this is my buy zone around 2% away. Okay, so this is not the time to short in my opinion. This is time to buy. One thing to note, we had a bearish close on Friday. Look at this trend line. This is the daily trend line. Resistance, 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 resistance. We broke out, bullish move. We back tested once, back tested twice, tried to go up, and now we failed. Okay, now we're closing below. But it's the one thing to note, it's not that impulsive. Okay, so if Monday we recover and back above this trend line, that's a bullish sign. Also, there is CPI data next week, so I think Biden and US administration is hinting inflation will be cooling down, so that could also give you a massive rally. All right, in market there's a lot of fear right now. There's this Swiss bank failing in California, so don't be scared. That's actually a good thing because that will that will make Feds pause higher interest rate. Now people are saying it's not possible 0.5 will happen. They're thinking more like 0.25 will happen. So yeah, it's good that we're getting some of these news, but there's a lot of negativity in market right now. People are saying it's going to crash, but this is the time when you need to buy. You need to buy on a fear. You don't need to buy when people are saying we're going to the moon, we're going to all-time highs. That's the time to sell. Okay, now when people are scared, this is the time to buy. All right, also there's also this trend line here, okay, on daily. So it's possible on Monday we touch it, and that's where we could be very close to this area around 3800. So the sooner we get to this 3800 area, you should be start looking to buy all the dips. Okay, and I do still expect a pump and eventually go here around 4300, and then that's where we will sell everything. All right, okay, going to SPY. Same thing. SPY is just the ETF, so look to buy around at 383. Maybe we'll dip slide below 380. We go to 378. This is around 2%. So basically the message is look to buy the dips. Okay, this is not the time to short. And also there is still this gap. These yellow lines are gaps. This gap around 408, 421, and 427. All these gaps will be filled. So don't be worried to buy the dip. Okay. Let's quickly look at my another chart here. I will show you this chart on Thinkorswim. This is Nasdaq's chart. Okay, so look at what's happening here. Okay, we're very close to buy zone. I just want to zoom out a bit and show you what's going on. So we sell around top purple, we buy around bottom purple. Okay, so bottom purple we buy, we sell here, sell here, sell here, sell here, then dip, coming close to red and purple, we buy in this area. Okay, then we went above purple, we sell. Now we are again very close to purple. Okay, so this is the time to buy. Okay, this is never wrong. This chart is never wrong. So you need to buy. Don't be scared. Okay, you need to buy it. All right, just wanted to show you that. All right, now going back, going to VIX. VIX had a massive jump. It was up, let's say, how much on one yesterday? It was up more than like 32%. Wow, no, it was closing from here. I think let's take a closing from here to here, almost 30% up. Okay, so when VIX is up that much percent, that's a very good time to buy. Okay, and we're getting very close to these top levels here. So it is possible on Monday we have a gap down and VIX will come closer to 35, 30 or higher 30s level. That's usually the perfect time to buy, and then I'm expecting a dump later on. All right. Okay, triple Qs, which is Nasdaq. Also, one thing to note, triple Qs is Nasdaq ETF. There are kind of two trend lines. One is this, one is the other one. It is possible we could come for a back test. So just be mindful of that. So, but I will be looking to buy the dips. Okay, I will not be looking to short anymore. I will be just looking to buy the dips. All right. US 30, which is Dow Jones future, it's below this trend line. Again, this is not very impulsive selling here. It's only 0.75 down, so I do expect a recovery very soon. Yeah, same thing. This is Dow Jones is mostly industrial stocks, so if you're in them, you should be looking to buy them. Okay. One of the most hit sector was Russell 2000 IWM ETF, because most of the small banks, all the zombie stocks are here, so they sell hard with the when market falls. So but that's on the other side. You can see here we are right on the trend line here. We did not break this trend line, so we are right on there. So you should be looking to buy these stocks as long as this trend line holds. I don't think anything to worry. And also there's a lot of support in this area, so it's in the buy zone. Okay, Russell is in the buy zone. Crude oil. Crude oil is doing its own thing. I think it's between support 72 to 82. So look to buy here and look to sell here. Also, my long-term target is $92 here. All right. Natural gas is going to give us another amazing opportunity. Was down 2%. It's getting very close to this previous lows here. It's possible we could get a double bottom here. If that happens, you should be looking to buy. You can buy a UNG ETF. That will be really once in a lifetime opportunity. It is possible they could fake out and go below this previous low, but just to backtest this trend line. Okay, but you should be looking to buy all the dips on natural gas. Bitcoin, again, perfectly. Let's go to Bitcoin futures. Perfectly touch my buy zone. Okay, and slightly dip below it, though that's fine. It can stay in this area, and it can bounce from this area. Especially next couple of CPI data. I think it's coming on Tuesday. If it's very bullish, then this is the bottom. Okay, and then we are pumping higher. There's a lot of another support here around 1600 area, but that's very far from here. So from here, let's say from here to here, 80, I don't think Bitcoin is going to drop 18%. I think this is the bottom. And one thing I want to show, if I go to 1 hour chart on Bitcoin, we're getting some divergence. Okay, you can see we are prices dropping lower, RSI is going higher, PPO is going higher. Okay, you can see what happens when we get divergence. Here we had no divergence, but I just want to show you here. For example, look, we had divergence, price was going lower, RSI was going higher, PPO was going higher, and we got a bounce. Okay, so be mindful of that. So we are making divergence here. Let's go to futures. Sorry, not futures, the live chart. You can see we're getting a bounce. You can see price is going lower, RSI is going higher, PPO is going higher, so we're due for a bounce. Okay, this bounce can very easily fill this gap. If I go to 1 hour chart, there's a massive gap around 21, 22K. So that's my target. First target is to fill this gap. This is around almost 10% from where we are now. All right. Ethereum will do the same thing. I don't really do a lot of Ethereum analysis, but let's quickly go to Ethereum futures. So if you go here, there's also a gap on Ethereum futures. The gap is right here around, let me quickly show you that. Right here, you see this gap here on 1 hour. It's around 1550. So that's my first target. So that's around almost 9% now from today. All right. That's about Bitcoin. Dollar. So very interesting things are happening. Dollar is weakening from last couple of days, but stock market is going also going down. So it's like a negative thing. It usually they are like opposite to each other. So usually dollar goes higher, stock market goes down, but dollar is going down, and even stock market is going down. So that's really weird. Let me bring these EMA lines on. Okay, so also there's a resistance area here around 106. So it is possible if we go down more, dollar can pump a bit and then find resistance and eventually dump. Also, one other thing I wanted to show on Bitcoin futures on daily chart, you can see we are this is 200 SMA line on blue, 200 SMA line. So we are like consolidating here. So it's possible we can consolidate here and then pump here. Okay, so it's not going to be easy to break this line. So just be mindful of that. And gold, since dollar is weakening, gold is pumping perfectly, did a double bottom here. If you go to 1 hour chart, you can see I've been telling everybody to buy it. You can see almost a double bottom here. You can see bottom here, one bottom here. Let me get the tool for you. Let's go to 1 hour daily chart. You can see we have a double bottom here. Okay, and we broke the top neckline already. Okay, so this is very bullish, guys. This is like the bullish chart I've seen in stock market, like on Friday. Okay, very bullish sign, almost 2% up. Okay, unbelievable. Everything is red, and this is 2% up. Okay, very good. Silver is also found bottom here. Okay, it's bouncing. It's not able to close above this 200 SMA blue line. So you can be very bullish as soon as it closes above that. It could happen as soon as Monday. Still very good time to buy silver. If you did not buy silver ETFs, you can buy that now. TNX, I told you guys, it's falling. This is my target, and look what happened. Okay, we dumped here. There's a massive gap here, which is around 3.5. That would be my first target. Okay, then we'll go on from there once that gap fills. Right, that's on TNX. Let's quickly look into gold miners. Gold miners were up almost 5% on Friday, and then I think with other stocks, it got sold end of the day. Let's see if there's any gap on gold miners. It did create a gap here. Okay, so that's a bit of worry for me. So on Monday, if we open here for some reason, look to buy it. Okay, and also we should get rid of this gap here. So this is already filled. Okay, now there are gaps. This is where the gaps are here. The 1 hour gaps here, here, here. So all these yellow lines are gaps. So look to buy on these gaps. I think I should get rid of this support here. This is not happening, and you guys already know my prediction here. So I think it's going to be like that. All right. It's gold miners. Bonds were very bullish. People are scared. People are scared. People, money is going to be lost, and people are now heavily getting invested in bonds. Okay, now one thing to know, there is this 200 SMA line. Wait for this to close above that to be really bullish. Bonds were selling for so long. Look at these guys. Look at the amount of sell off we have. So it's due for a bounce. It's okay, but we will get dips, okay, along the way. So when we get some rally, once we close above this 200 SMA line, blue line, look to buy it. You can even buy now. You can see we had divergence. You can see the price was going lower. It was having divergence here. And at TNX, this is like opposite to TNX. TNX had a negative divergence. So price was going higher. RSI was going lower. PPO was going lower. Okay. It shows clearly on 1 hour time frame. We can see it's going higher. RSI is going lower. PPO is going lower. However, bonds were exactly opposite. Okay. Look at here. Price was going lower, RSI is going higher, PPO is going higher. Now we are having a breakout. All right. Let's quickly look into sectors, and then we can quickly look into individual stocks. So going with XLE. XLE is really bearish, finding support on now 200 EMA. This light blue is EMA 200, and this dark blue is SMA. Okay. It's finding support here. My targets are these gaps here, 76 and 73. So that's about how many percentage. That will be really good opportunity. So almost 7% down here. First, next one is 11%. So that will be really good opportunity to buy. XLU utilities, which is the safest sector. It's right on support. So you guys should, this green line is support. You can see if I zoom out, support, 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 support. You should be looking to buy here. Let's quickly look into XLV, right on support as well. XLV, you can see here, right on support. Actually, it dumped a bit below that, but that's probably a fake out move. You should be looking to buy it. Okay, healthcare is really good to buy right now. XLF, which is the most talked topic, I think there's still some downside here, especially when I go to, no, actually, yeah, I don't see any divergence. I thought I saw divergence. No, so it's making a lower low, and then still I don't see any divergence. So I think Monday will have some more downside. So what I'm expecting is this to fall a bit more, right? Make a new low, and then RSI to stay here, and then eventually start picking up. PPO to now start doing this, right? And then start making divergence. That's what I'm expecting. Okay. So when you see that, that will be good time to buy financials. All right. Industrials, same thing as Dow Jones, getting close to 200 EMA, going to find support. There's a lot of support area here. You can see here, so it's getting very close to a major support. Could be looking to buy that there, all right? And let's quickly look at to Tesla, my favorite stock. I think it's gonna have slight more, maybe Monday will have slight more dip. It's finding support on this this red is daily 50 SMA line. So it found support on Friday. This could be bottom, or we could have another retest of this, and then we'll bounce. Okay, let's see 1 hour if you have any divergence on Tesla. You can see we are making lower lows, and RSI start going higher. Okay, PPO I don't see any divergence, but RSI started showing divergence here. Okay, slightly here. So it's building divergence. Daily does not show any divergence yet. But if you make another low and it shows divergence on RSI, like how it happened here, you can see we're making higher high, RSI was going lower, and then we have a dump. Now I'm looking for divergence, okay? Let's go to Apple, and one other thing, all these yellow lines are gaps to fill, okay? These are 1 hour, you can see all these gaps from today's close. I'm not really worried about how, because I'm holding it longs here. So I'm not leveraging. As long as you're not leveraging, you don't need to worry, because I know eventually these gaps will be filled. So first gap is around almost 8%. Second gap is around 16. Third gap is 36, and fourth gap is 54. So I'm not really worried about this sellout. I think I will be looking to load more positions here. Apple is right on support here. There is this gap. If I go to 1 hour chart, there's this gap, it's not filled. You can see this gap is not filled. So I think Monday we can fill this gap. So if we open here, fill this gap, you should be looking to buy it. Amazon, uh, almost double bottom. I don't see any divergence. Let's go to 1 hour chart. Let's see. No divergence. Yeah, RSI, PPO is showing slight divergence here. PPO is showing some divergence, but RSI is not showing divergence yet. So maybe slightly showing divergence. So Amazon looks all right. Okay, all these gaps are yellow above to fill. Also wait for this daily 50 SMA line to go above that to be bullish. Google is also on the right on the support. Okay, this is a support trend line. Google is right on there. Good time to buy Google. Okay, um, Meta is since we broke out today was down 1.2%. There's this massive gap. I'm not sure if it's going to be filled this time. Maybe it will fill on earnings. So I'm not too worried, but yeah, look to buy dip. Also, there's this 20 SMA line, which is this white line. It's coming here, so you can look to find support here. Netflix, let's see, no divergence on daily. Hourly, do we see any divergence? Hourly started building divergence on RSI, no divergence on PPO yet. Maybe there's a divergence on PPO. Yeah, it is divergence. You can see here. You can see, let me zoom out a bit. You can see here it made higher high, and then here we are making a lower high, and then there's divergence on PPO and RSI. So that's a early indication of a reversal. All right. Also, let's see if there's a trend line. Looks like there could be a trend line coming. If I draw it from here like this, no, it's below trend line, still below trend line. So that's not good, but there's divergence, so it's possible we can recover and back on this trend line. Okay, Microsoft was down 1.48%. All these gaps to fill this year. So also it's all right on 50 SMA support. So right now it's on support. All right. Snowflakes, massive gap still around 154. That will be filled. NVDA. Um, I'm not sure if it's going to fully recover this gap. Looks like it wants to come and find this gap, but as long as it's above this 220 SMA line, white line, I think it's a good time to buy. But if it breaks below, most likely it's going to fill this gap around 2212. All right. AMD. AMD has a massive gap here. That's the only thing which bothers me is this gap. So be mindful of that. And if it comes down to this area, that will be a great area to buy. Okay, guys, that's it from me, and have a good weekend and enjoy, and like and subscribe and share with your friends and family, and enjoy. Bye.